Hello everyone, Grandmaster Paul Melella from Empowered Mastery, and welcome to this week's Inspirational Insights. I've been focusing a lot on identifying your life's purpose, or having a realization of who you ultimately need to become within your lifetime. I don't care if this relates to you in business, I don't care if it relates to you as a parent, or as a significant other, or just you as a leader. One of the things that I really focus in on is identifying what I call my personal code of honor. You know, my code of honor is a certain set of values that I'm going to uphold to a high standard for myself. And when I raise that bar for my certain values that I want to integrate into my personal and professional life, I believe it sets myself up for a success in all the areas that I focus in on. Give you an example. I really want to make sure that I set a good example to my family, to my staff, to the people I coach and teach, and that's a lot of responsibility. And so, to give you a perfect example is, we recently had a staff meeting, and we planned this meeting weeks in advance, and I expect to start at a certain time. We're supposed to be professional, right? So when you have an appointment, I really want to make sure that I'm there on time. I would never be late for a coaching call. I would never be late for a presentation or a seminar. I'd be never late for a meeting. Why? Because that's what I uphold myself to a high standard. That is a value that I will never, ever hurt or break. But yet, when I do that, and I get there, and I know that meeting starts at 9 or 9:30, I'm there 15 minutes early, and I'm prepared, I'm focused, and nothing else matters except for that appointment, except for that meeting. But yet, we had one person show up late. We had another person that didn't show up at all, and texted and said, "Oh, something happened," and it wasn't a huge emergency, but it was like a non-negotiable. Right? There's no other reason why, unless there was, God forbid, something happened, where you should be there at that meeting. And when I look at that's something that someone should say to myself, who do I need to be in order to do the certain things that get me the results that I want? And so I look at that that should not happen in my world. And so when I challenge you to take a look in your life, where in your life do you need to almost redesign your code of honor, your personal code of honor? What are the certain values that you have to say, well, I need to be more focused. I need to be more empathetic. I need to be more disciplined. I need to be more passionate. Where is it in your world, in your professional world, your personal world, maybe your fitness world, that you need to apply your own code of honor? Your set of values that you're going to work on as a leader, as a person, and uphold yourself to them. Hold yourself accountable to that. Because there's no way in hell that you can have the results that you want, whether it be in your business, your health, your relationships, unless you first work on who you need to be as a person. When you do that, when you focus in and identify that, and you hold yourself accountable to that, you raise your own personal standards. And here's what will happen. When you raise your personal standards within yourself, people are going to follow. And then your world will change. But if you lower yourself there, and you're late, or you leave, and you're not present, and you're negative, whatever it may be, now what you're doing is you're only self-sabotaging your own personal identity. And when you do that, other people around you are going to not follow you. And you're not going to get the results that you want. So take a look at your results, and if you're not happy, focus on the inside and say, who do I need to be? What do I need to do in order to get those haves or those wants and desires? So challenge yourself to have that self-realization, self-accountability, and start working your own code of honor and apply certain qualities and characteristics that you can start right away. And just make a decision to be better every single day. All right? Until next week, live life to the fullest. Thank you.